Okay, I'm up early. Gonna catch a 9:06 flight out to San Francisco to visit a client and do a little interview with MT at Gussto. Really excited. Although I'm not excited to spend 5.5 hours on a air flight, which is basically how long it takes to get to California nonstop. But it's been pretty good. We have a lot of clients out in California, so it's good to see all our clients when I'm in the Bay Area there. Also good to see all the partners like Xero and Gussto in the area, but I'll be spending some time recording an interview with MT, talking about what's the latest with Gussto, which should be really, really good. In the early part of our years, we didn't spend a lot of time traveling to see clients or app partners, but now that the community has really formed, there's much more of an opportunity to spend time with some of the app partners. So it's been really good to see them and spend time with them and get to know them a little better, since they're practically like family. Family away from home. So normally during my flights, I spend time answering client emails and reading, the latest news that's going on in the industry as well. A few days ago, Gussto released a press release saying that they have a new relationship with Xero, so it'll be interesting to see what MT has to say about that as far as all the new stuff that they're doing. So, but I got 5.5 hours to figure this out, figure out what to ask them, and hopefully we'll get down to the bottom of the new relationship that they're going to have. But they also have a lot of other releases as well, which is really, really cool. Can't wait to see what they have going on. At the Gussto headquarters in San Francisco, if you guys have not been there, you should really visit it, especially if you're in the area. So I get the privilege to go and visit it whenever I am in the area, so I'd love to hang out with those guys. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, looks like we made it right here to Gussto's headquarters. Made it to San Francisco safe and sound. Just got dropped off by a Lyft driver, so we're here to visit Gussto and check them out, see what they got going on. There we go, Gussto. Welcome to our home. So I just signed in and realized they have some new socks. Check this out. Whoa! I like new socks. We love the Gussto swag. It's actually really cool. I'm waiting for NT to come pick me up. I'm in their little waiting area here, sitting down, checking out all the shoes that they have going on. Interesting to see all the cubby holes, so it's really cool. Looking forward to seeing MT and getting our interview on, seeing what the latest is here at Gussto. It's kind of surreal to be back here again. I love this office. MT, we're here again.
Welcome back.
Hey, it's good to be back. Thanks again for inviting me back. I'll be honest with you, like every time I come here now, I'm going to stop over here, so it's going to happen.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah, expect to see me quite a bit, because I've been making a lot of frequent trips out to California for work and being part of Xero's X-Pack and stuff like that. So it's been really fun. So on the way into downtown, I stopped by Gussto. So let's talk about the latest. What's going on with Gussto, right? Recently, I watched Josh Reeves, who's one of the co-founders of Gussto, do an interview with, I think, on CB Insights, I think was the forum or the panel, and he had announced Flexpay. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I have to say, probably one of my favorite things that Gussto has ever launched. Reason being, Gussto is on a mission to redefine payday as we all know it. So, unfortunately, many people in the US live paycheck to paycheck. Actually, majority of folks, especially those that work at small businesses. With this, it actually allows for employees to pick their own pay schedule. So say, for example, your company pays you on a bi-weekly pay schedule, but you need your money daily.
Right.
With Gussto, we actually allow you to pick as an employee that you would like to be paid daily through our system. And on the accounting side, it doesn't affect anything from the cash flow standpoint. We take care of everything as normal.
Wow, that's incredible. Like, obviously, our firm, we're on a bi-monthly option, so like middle of the month, end of month. But now with Flexpay, with Gussto, I mean, you can practically run payroll every day if you wish, so long as the employer opted in for something like that?
Yep, right now we're live in Texas, so we're running a beta to see if people love it. What happens is, as the employer, you opt in, and then as the employee, you go in there and you can pick your pay schedule. So the employer doesn't have to do anything. They run payroll as normal, but then your employees can get paid more frequently.
Nice. Now, does that cause a company to do more work running payroll, or does that kind of go hand in hand with what you guys have with Autopilot, I believe?
Yeah, so it's very similar to Autopilot. So even as a company on Autopilot, you can use our flexible pay option. The company runs payroll as normal. They don't have to do anything extra in order for that to happen.
And what kind of feedback are you guys getting from the beta in Texas?
People love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people love it. It's redefining what they think of as far as work, life, and how that all balances out at the end of the day. Very similar to you're a kid mowing a lawn, right? You get paid that day for those things.
That's actually a really good analogy. That's true. Yeah, you're not going to wait at least to the end of 2 weeks or something like that to get paid. You get paid on every day. That's really fun. Now, it's currently betaed in Texas, and when do you guys expect to kind of roll it out nationwide or into other states?
Yeah, we would love to roll it out to more states in the future. Really just seeing feedback, making sure that we're building things that are really impactful for small businesses and their employees.
Yeah, I can see how that could be really useful, especially on the employee front. And if there's no ramification to businesses, it's good to be on. And quite honestly, I think it could be an amazing intangible value, right? So to be an employer that offers Flexpay where you pick how often you get paid, I mean, it adds more value to you as a company. So let's talk about the elephant in the room here. I read an article from Lexi Reese that was recently released that Gussto and Xero have officially kind of formed a deeper partnership, and let me read a little bit from the release that Lexi rolled out. But it basically says a deeper integration for payroll. So as part of our strengthened partnership, we'll build a deeper technical integration with Xero to make the customer experience even better. And there were 3 things that Lexi touched on, or that Gussto touched on. Number 1 is this single sign-on experience. Number 2, a cash flow management experience that is Xero's going to help automate some of the payroll stuff to be automated in real time. And the third is the accountant collaboration. Let's kind of pick those apart. I mean, first, wow, what an amazing announcement. Where did this come from?
So I think you're a user of both of us.
Right.
We've been on a very similar journey, very focused on the small business and changing this landscape. So I think holistically, it's so exciting to partner with Xero, taking 2 companies that are leaders in the industry, but using different platforms. So of course you have Gussto, people platform, payroll, HR, and benefits, match with Xero, accounting, payments, invoices. It makes sense.
Right.
And
it totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, has this been something that's kind of been in the works for a little while behind the scenes? I mean, clearly, of course. I mean, you just don't roll out some big announcement like this, but has it been kind of like a match made in the clouds, so to say?
We got to coin that. We've had an integration with Xero since we were Zen Payroll. So there's obviously been alignment there. Lots of effort on both sides. Engineers, technical, account management, all of us working towards the same goal. So yes, absolutely, this has been something we've been working for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, I see the community kind of coming together more and more and more, which is pretty much how I read the article. It's basically, 2 of the most innovative platforms out there, one solving the payroll problem, the other one solving the accounting problem, just coming together and solidifying more of this community that we all see around us. So that's really, really cool to see. So the single sign-on, though, like what's the thought behind the single sign-on experience?
Yeah, so Xero is actually going to give customers the ability to seamlessly access their Gussto account through Xero. So this idea that these platforms won't feel like 2 separate, they'll feel like one.
Obviously, that's to enhance the user experience, right? Because that's the experience right now. 2 separate platforms, 2 different logins, but now the single sign-on is just deepening the experience of solid payroll with solid accounting.
Exactly. So you're interacting in the Xero platform, you need to do something for payroll, instead of signing out, just sign right in.
The second item is cash flow management. Now, this is obviously in my world helping small business owners. Cash flow management is absolutely critical. In fact, that's why I'm here in San Francisco. One of our clients sold, and it's selling a business, having cash flow management is such a key part. That's also going to be part of this experience of Gussto coming together with Xero.
Yeah, exactly. So real-time information. So each time payroll is run, it'll automatically sync over into Xero, so you can get that actual updated number that you can share with your clients.
Now, are the payroll reports going to be populated in Xero, or what's kind of like the thought process behind, this cash flow management? Basically, like the single sign-on, you just sign on in one place. Is the data also, the reporting and the data, going to be kind of single access?
I believe long-term, that'll be the goal, just deepening this integration more and more. First one will be the cash flow updates.
Now, the third thing, accountant collaboration between SMBs and accountants is going to be deepened even more.
Even more. So we know as an accountant, you're living and breathing in your accounting software, Xero.
Right.
So we want your small business client to actually be able to grant you access directly from Xero. So you can see the payroll reports, you can even manage payroll directly from Xero.
Right. And I can see that being extremely valuable. I mean, it's providing a deeper relationship with the client, gives the client an easy way for them to just hand things off to people like myself, right? And that's pretty amazing. Is there anything, I mean, obviously these are the three things that this article really touched on, but is there anything that you kind of foresee happening that the article really isn't, leading on to? Like what, obviously a single sign-on is amazing, accessing data in real time is amazing, but, what's the shared vision overall between Gussto and Xero? Like what's the ultimate goal here?
So the ultimate goal is, of course, serving the small business client. Both Xero and Gussto are 100% focused on the small business market, which is responsible for the future of American economy.
Right.
So for us, it's staying completely focused on that market and finding more and more ways that we can serve them. And I think, the combination of our companies together, cloud, sky's the limit.
I mean, Gussto's serving what, like 1% of the market already in payroll?
Yeah. 1% of all the small businesses in the U.S.
Wow.
Gussto's serving.
And that's obviously I don't know the statistics, but I'm sure it's growing at a pretty fast clip.
Fast rate. Yeah, I'm really excited just for the Xero accountants to be able to use Gussto's payroll because it's full service, it's nationwide, and then we offer additional things: health insurance, 401k, workers' comp, HR, all of those ways that they can help their clients in additional manners.
Which I love, by the way, because I'm a small firm, and having those things taken care of for me is really, really amazing, especially provided by Gussto. So.
Exactly. I think really helping you all to become that trusted business advisor that you want to be, giving you the tools by partnering with Xero and Gussto to actually make that a reality.
So quick question for you. I was actually on my own Gussto dashboard trying to run payroll for my own company, and I saw the partner directory that had turned on for me because I met a certain threshold, and now I can fill it out. So I completed it, and asking for my name, client size, software, skill set, stuff like that. Are there any new updates to the partner directory that's going on at Gussto?
Just the launch of it. This has been something that's been in the works for a really long time. The partner directory is a way to match Gussto's small businesses, so over 60,000 today, with our top partners. We know, as you mentioned, if they work with an accountant, they're more likely to be successful, to survive and thrive. And with Gussto, we want to match them with the best of best. So it gives the opportunity for small businesses to actually go in there, say, I'm looking for an accountant in Seattle, Washington, and it will actually populate a list. They can specify, I want someone that works with Xero, I want someone that uses a certain time tracker, and it actually populates a list of folks that would be in their area for them.
And now any partner can access this. Obviously, when they're using Gussto, can they access it, let's say if they just have one client on Gussto? Or is there a threshold for a partner to join in the directory?
Yeah, it turns on once they're a bronze partner, which is 3 clients on Gussto. And then as you grow with us, you unlock additional features to make your profile more enhanced.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was hoping to drop in some team pictures, so I got to meet that silver stage.
Couple more clients.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm only a few away. Yeah. But I think it's great. It looks really nice. It feels very slick. The way the partner directory lays out seems really intuitive, really straightforward. Are you seeing a lot of adoption from your partners currently? Like, I think you guys have how many partners as far as are part of the Gussto partner directory?
Yeah, so we have over 500 partners that have already created their profiles.
Wow.
So one of the fastest adopted features of Gussto. We're receiving fantastic feedback, just that they're actually getting interest, getting folks that are reaching out because they trust Gussto already. So making that recommendation for who would be great for them.
So let's say I'm one of your 60,000 small businesses. How do I find a partner? How do I find someone on that directory? How do I get to it?
Yeah, so it's featured right on our website on the homepage now. And then also we're going to populate a little sticky note for folks that are inside of Gussto running payroll that haven't yet added their accountant to see if they're interested, and it'll send them to the directory. And then also if you're ever interacting with our care team or onboarding team, they'll ask you, are you interested in being partnered with one of our Gussto partners? And they'll direct you over there as well. So multiple ways now.
Very, very nice. Wow, that's really powerful. I mean, having a partner directory in general is obviously a very nice feature for, let's say, an accounting firm, because it's a way to highlight yourself. It's a way to, obviously you have a section where you have team pictures, which I think is a great feature because you can show other team members, make it feel very human-like. So like, the term in the Xero community is, #human. So very much so personal feel to it. So I think you guys did an excellent job rolling out that partner directory. Yeah. So obviously I'm a firm owner and I saw it when I logged into my Gussto, but let's say someone who's using Gussto as a firm owner, like how do they get to this partner directory or activate it or fill out the information they need?
Yeah, great question. So when they sign into their Gussto partner dashboard, there'll be a little sticky note there next to the one for free payroll and HR. So it'll say complete your partner profile. So you'll be able to do that there. And there's also a tab on the left-hand side of the Gussto dashboard now.
It's pretty easy to get to. Obviously, another big elephant in the room is this massive fundraising that Gussto had recently. In fact, I think according to TechCrunch, literally the article says, Gussto raises $140 million to go after small business payroll and benefits with more Gussto. So, wow, that's another big piece of news that happened this week along with the Xero partnership.
Very exciting news. So at Gussto, as you know, our mission is to create a world where work empowers a better life. We serve 1% of all small businesses today, and we're very new to that journey. So this funding is just going to help us continue down that path.
Now, with this new round of funding, like what is Gussto going to be doing with it? Are you going to be adding new types of services? Maybe obviously further expanding, let's say like the Flexpay into other states, but what's kind of on the horizon with the $140 million funding?
So we really, want to create a world where there's financial prosperity for more folks. So like our Flexpay, adding additional features there, more and more things that enhance our people platform.
I mean, that's a lot of money to be used. So I'm sure payroll is going to get better and better with Gussto. So I'm really excited to see what you have coming down the pike. I mean, obviously being a Gussto user myself, I'm always keen to see what Gussto is really doing because it really affects us as a firm, and we quite honestly love to announce to our clients all the new features that Gussto is using. In fact, I think we even sent an email blast to our client list about the Flexpay being on the table, which a lot of our clients really responded well to, because that's a tangible thing that they can offer their employees. So it's very, very exciting to see that the investment validates the idea that what Gussto is doing is right. It's the right thing.
So Gussto is all about the customer. So we welcome your feedback at this point. We want to use the funding to create the best possible product. We want to change the way that work and life and how they interact. We really want it to be the best that it can be.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, the people platform really explains really well what Gussto's mission really is. And I think that's why, the Gussto Xero partnership has fostered, is because, Xero as well is a people platform. So it's nice to see two apps with the heart of going after a lot of the common issues that SMBs have, and just going after it with true solutions and true innovation to try to help them. So I'm really excited. Congrats to Gussto for not only A, the Xero partnership, but then B, getting the funding to make this partnership better and to help the SMB space.
We're very excited. We're going to need a lot of help on this journey. So if you know anyone, we're hiring, send them our way.
Now, how does someone apply for a job at Gussto then?
Yeah, you can send me an email directly, mt@gussto.com or gussto.com/careers. Has all of our listings, San Francisco and Denver.
Good. So anybody who's looking for a job, Gussto is definitely the place. It's a really nice office, by the way. You should see the other video I made about that. It's superb. So MT, thank you so much for once again inviting me in. Obviously, I love to be invited in. It's a great place to visit. But then B, taking time out of your busy day or week to just sit down on a couch and share what's new with Gussto.
This is what it's all about. Thank you so much for coming.
I'll see you around. Huh? Cool. I like it.